What's going on YouTube? It's Brazen back here with another video for you guys. If you guys are enjoying the content, if you guys want to hit a like down below, subscribe if you guys are new here, and leave a comment letting me know you subscribe so I can welcome you to the family. And that being said, cue intro. What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another video today on my channel. We're going to be starting a new series playing the game Pokemon Unite. I have been playing it for a little bit now, and I've had a lot of history playing games like League of Legends and Smite, which are also MOBAs as well. So I have a good understanding compared to a lot of players that maybe have picked up this game for the first time and are very confused on basically how to play this game in general. So with that being said, in this video I want to go over 6 must-know beginner tips that you do need to know to be able to maximize your performance and have the most amount of fun in the game. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. Number 1 is going to be pay attention to your role when selecting your character. So every single character will have a different role, and they will be either ranged or melee. So it's very important to pay attention to these so you understand what you should be doing to help your team succeed. If you are a ranged attacker or even a melee attacker, you're going to want to be doing more damage, leveling up faster so that you guys can go ahead and kill the enemy team faster. But if you are playing somebody that is a defender or a support, you want to help out your attacker so that they can do the damage, and really you just want to be there to help support them or just defend your base as much as possible. It doesn't really matter which role you pick up when you start playing, just pay attention to it in champion select. That way when you hop into the game, you kind of know how to help your team win to the best of your ability. Number 2 is going to be farm. Now, I think most people, when they start a game that is a MOBA, the biggest problem they have with it is they want to fight the enemy champions right off the start without actually farming and leveling up their characters or understanding their power spikes for each individual character. So as you will see on screen, I will be running through kind of the initial game farm that you want to go ahead and do. Now, you want your attackers to go ahead and take this. So if you're a defender in lane with an attacker, let them last hit it so that they get the XP and level up faster. But basically, you want to make sure you're clearing all of these farms as much as possible throughout the game, and also denying the enemy their farm. So each team has their farm on their side, and then there is some in the middle that is kind of a split farm depending on who is there or who is winning the lane. They can go ahead and take extra XP to go ahead and further their progression in the game. So make sure you are trying to kill these as much as possible. Most people that I've seen play the game are attempting just to go ahead and fight the characters one-on-one or two-on-one, whatever the case is, instead of actually paying attention to the fact if they were just to farm a little bit more, they would get a huge power spike and be able to win their lane a lot easier. Number 3 is going to be rotating to the Rotom and the Dreadnought. So at 7 minutes in the game, there will be a Dreadnought and a Rotom that spawn on opposite sides of the map. The Rotom will be in the top lane and the Dreadnought will be in the bottom lane. Now you want to go for the Dreadnought first if you can. What it does is it gives all of your teammates XP, almost up to 1 level worth. So it gives you guys a big jump if you're behind, but also if you are ahead, it will spike your team even more, as well as granting you a shield. As you level up, you get more health, more defense, more attack. So that's why you want to make sure that you are trying to get ahead, and the Dreadnought is a great way to do that. And like I said, it starts at the 7-minute mark, so if you're in the bottom lane, you will already be there. But if you're in the top lane, pay attention to being able to run to the bottom lane, backing at the right time. That way you're there to help them with Dreadnought. You do need teammates that are also paying attention and will help you, because it will be kind of hard to kill by yourself, but if you have 3 or 4 teammates, it should be no problem. The Rotom on the top side, if you can get it, great. What it does is he will push towards your goal or the enemy goal, and when he gets there, it'll give a little bit of I think it's 15 seconds, where if you dunk, it's going to be instant. So you're not going to have to charge up to dunk, which if you have a lot of points on you, it'll be super good to go ahead and do that and get a quick dunk. If you have 30 or 20 on you, that will usually take a second or two. It'll be a super great way to go ahead and just push it a lot faster. Number 4 will be Zapdos, who spawns with 2 minutes left in the game in the middle of the map. He's one of the most important pieces to go ahead and get, because when you get Zapdos, they lower the defense of the enemy's goals, which means you can dunk it instantly. And in that last 2 minutes, it's also double points for any goal scored. So if you have 50 and you instantly dunk it, it'll be 100 points. And towards the end of the game, this could be a huge swing to go ahead and either win the game or lose the game, depending on what you're able to do. If the other team does get Zapdos and you're in a close game, make sure you are defending your goals, whichever ones you have left. That way they don't get any easy dunks, because obviously, like I just said, it's super game changing to be able to get 100 points. Multiple people can dunk very, very quickly and put on 200 to 300 points on you. That'll just be a huge swing in the game, and could easily be the reason you end up losing. Number 5 is going to be understanding when to defend and when to score on the enemy team. So if you guys don't know how you actually collect these points, when you kill the minions on the map, they have a number above them that will actually give you a certain amount of points that you can use to go ahead and dunk in the enemy goal. That obviously, that's how you win the game. So understanding when to actually push them and try to score or defend is going to be huge in your success. So too early, I see people trying to fight the score, just going for it way too fast when their enemies are deep in their base. And it's not a great idea personally, because usually you're too far out. It's easy for someone else to come through the jungle and get the kills and then go ahead and take your lane. So you really want to play defensively first, unless you have the advantage on either level, or if you know your characters are just a lot stronger or you're just a lot better or something like that. So what I advise doing is going ahead and making sure you're just farming as much as possible and letting them kind of push towards your goal. When they get towards your side of the goal, that's when you can attack and engage with abilities that maybe have stuns or walls, depending on who you are, or even a knockback towards your own base. That way you have a little bit of healing, but also you can get a kill or two, which will either allow you to dunk on them, or if they even get low, you can still push them all the way back to their heals. They'll have to go past their shield if they're too low, and if you go ahead and do that, it'll be easy dunks for you. And then you're able to continue to take their farm and things like that. So make sure you're doing it correctly. Now, I see too many people giving up the dunks through the jungle, where they push, maybe the second tier of the goals because they've already taken the first tier, but they're giving up the first tier on their own because people have pushed through the jungle. So make sure you're paying attention to that as well. Number 6 will be the mini map. This is honestly one of the most important parts of the game, and the faster you learn how to use it, the better off you're gonna be. So what you're gonna want to do with the mini map is make sure you're paying attention to how many players are in each lane, how many players are missing. This will allow you to go ahead and know, can I go up and dunk? Are 2 people coming after me right now? If you go ahead, I don't know what it'll be on mobile, but on the Nintendo Switch, if you click the L button and you use your right stick, you can actually roam around the map and basically visualize where everyone is in the other lanes while your character is still doing his own thing. So I wouldn't do it for too long, but you can go ahead and maybe scroll down to the other lane, look in the jungle, pay attention to maybe where you see these players. And with that, it'll help you out tremendously with understanding if they have 4 down on the bot side and you had just killed 1 top, you will probably be able to dunk it very easily. But if maybe they only have 1 player on the bot side and you killed 1 and you think you can push the top, the idea is you probably can't, and that's when you'll get caught out and they'll kill you and be able to take your goal instead. So making sure you're going ahead and using your mini map is super helpful, and it's just long term, it'll really help you out in getting better at any mobile game, but especially Pokemon Unite. So that'll be it for the tips on this video. I will be going over a combat guide as well, explaining basically when to engage, how to manage your range, and just use your abilities and everything like that. And then I also may put out character guides as well, if you guys are interested in that. But mainly I want to do beginner guides because I know a lot of people are probably starting a MOBA for the first time and are interested in learning about it. So hopefully I will be able to help with that. So that being said, make sure to go ahead and drop a like on the video. Comment down below with any other questions you have about the game. I can either answer them or put out another video, depending on what the question is, how in-depth I need to go, and if it's visually something that needs to be helped. So with that being said, make sure to subscribe and turn on that post notification bell so you guys don't miss any of my new videos. And as always, I will see you guys next time.